Cancer, welcome to my channel. Welcome to your bonus reading. It is a general reading for the Cancer Collective. It's also timeless. Whenever this reading finds you, there will be a message here, messages, something that resonates. Take from it what you need, Cancer, when you need it. So the bonus reading go a little bit deeper than the normal readings, take a bit longer. So if you have the patience, it would be nice if you can stick with it until the end, because we'll be looking at the oracle cards. Here we are looking at the tarot cards first. There'll be 10 tarot cards to look at. 3 oracle cards. So, Cancer bonus, especially for Cancer Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising. What is happening? What does Cancer need to know? Can we get some advice? Some good advice, some guidance, clarity, wisdom. So, here we go. Cancer, 10 tarot cards for you to look at, to get the vibes, to see the colours, perhaps some expressions, perhaps one or two speak to you without you even asking for it. Just the image might interest you particularly. I'm going to start off with the Two of Cups. That's twin flames, soulmates, life partners. That could be in the past, that could be in the present. It's not in the future. So it's either happened already or it's happening. You are looking at your life partner, you're planning the future together. It is a very healing relationship. We have here the card of Zeus. We see them praying. There's hope. There's wishes. There is understanding. There's balance, harmony, stability here. Very nice. Underneath we have the Six of Pentacles. That's more the situation on the material plane when you're with this person here. I call this the budget card. Money is not your driving connection. What connects you is a spiritual connection. It's a connection that's a connection of understanding, a connection of communication, a connection of enlightenment even. Spiritual connection, emotional, mental, physical. So the finances, budget card, there's enough coming in to cover the outgoings if you're sharing money. Otherwise it just applies to you, Cancer. If you're not sharing money with this person, like as in a joint account, then that is your financial, material situation right now. Being very frugal, being very careful, balancing, carefully balancing the the outgoings with the incomings. So there's enough. It's not a lack of money. It's just not a great overflow of abundance there. Well, we have the 4 here. The 4 of Pentacles. Again, keeping things close to your chest here. Making sure nothing gets wasted. It's frugality. It's looking after your existing resources very carefully. Not spending recklessly, not doing any impulse spending. It's in your DNA. You have a very good organizational ability, Cancer. You can organize your ingoings, incomings, your outgoings. Quite methodical, quite organized. It's something you're born with. You have a long string of DNA here. You have a very focused mind and logical, realistic, practical, can be also very efficient. So that's the balancing game of the material resources. It's going well. You're shielding yourself from any temptation that is distractions and temptations that are coming your way to overspend here. We have the Sun. It's probably the happiest card in the tarot. Celebrations, enjoying life in the here and now. So this could be celebrations with your soulmate here. But it could be a general enjoyment of life, being very creative, being very optimistic, being very positive, being strong physically, emotionally, mentally and spiritually. And enjoying life, celebrating. It's a good time in your life. And it is also a time of happiness and joy. So the Sun is directly shining with her energy onto your life. In the middle of the reading of the tarot, we have the Princess of Pentacles, which is a messenger. Again, it's about resources, it's about material things, it's about abundance and prosperity. The extra coin is coming in, you're becoming very, very creative when it comes to your money matters. There's a sort of a victory lap here after some very hard work. So you could be struggling a little bit at work, making it pay properly, waiting perhaps for a new opportunity, a new option to increase the finances, new potential, new possibilities. But the creativity has come in. There's a message here giving you a creative idea how to increase your finances. That makes you feel like you should be running a victory lap, because this is perhaps something you hadn't expected. It's good news. You're celebrating again. People looking up to you, wondering how you did that. You kind of pulled something off which immediately has shored up your abundance and your prosperity, your financial stability and your security on the material plane. So this is a celebration about being happy in the material plane, living in the here and now. Three of Wands is surveying your domain, making new plans, being very, very busy with new plans. You want everything. Balance is the key word here. Calmness, serenity, inner peace, and harmony. So that is paired here with the Queen of Swords. And Queen of Swords is always interested in balanced harmony. She's the intellectual queen. So your energy right now, very decisive. She's wielding her sword of clarity and truth, honesty, transparency, and higher communication, while all the while she's surveying her domain, thinking about what she needs to improve to make progress in her life. So things are becoming more guided for you. You feel you're going in the right direction. There's a lot of communication going on, clear thinking, decision making, logical decisions. Nothing wishy-washy. It's very focused. It's very determined. It's very organized. You have another message here. You have the Prince of Pentacles. That is more, I think it's more of a knight. I'm not sure actually in this deck. It looks like the Knight of Pentacles. And because I haven't got a book with this deck. So yeah, but he's the horse is standing still. Yeah, that's the most considered, the most subconsciously switched on knight in the deck. It's the most grounded. It's the one with a lot of confidence, balance, strong foundation, safe, secure, dependable, reliable. It may be the slowest knight in the deck, but slow and steady wins the race here. So when it comes to your finances, don't be too impatient. Things are moving, definitely. Not very fast. Don't worry about it. It's unnecessary worry when you can't control the situation, when you cannot speed up the process, when it's out of your hands, basically. You have the World. So that's at the other end. We started with the couple here, the Two of Cups, and then gone across. Got to the World, the end of a cycle, beginning of a new cycle, out with the old, in with the new. Closing out that old cycle. It's a new chapter, it's a new beginning. It's a new phase in your life. New page in your book of life. Following your following your divine blueprint. And determined to make a fresh start of some sort. But that's in the near future. The present is right here. With the Messenger of Coins. and the victory lap. You've actually achieved what you wanted to achieve financially. You've sorted out the nitty-gritty of the situation. You finally made a proper plan. And that's ongoing. Planning. You don't have to follow the same rules all the time, the same plans. Plans change. It's up to you when you want to change a plan. It's fine. As long as you accept the consequences of your decisions. So let's see what the oracles are saying here. We have the pearl. We have I who guide you. And we have power. So, how can we connect these to the tarot? The pearl. Waterborne, of course. Growing. The pearl is not a stone, not a gemstone. So this comes from a gemstone oracle. But of course the pearl is something biological. It is not a stone as such. It forms around a stone. A little bit of grit or dirt gets into the mollusk. The pearl, the mussel or whatever it is, where the pearl grows. It grows in a mollusk, in a shell, in the sea, and it forms a protective layer of iridescent material, so the mollusk does not feel the pain of the grit that has entered its shell. So shell, yeah, we're talking about shell crabs in a shell. So shell-like materials are always very welcome by Cancerians because it's for protection. It's for keeping negativity at bay. And sometimes helps you to meditate. Sitting quietly in the water, in the ocean of emotions. This is your natural element. Pearls come naturally to you. You don't need to produce them, manufacture them. If they come to you, you'll welcome them. If they don't, well, you find other types of protection. But this can also connect you with your inner thoughts and dealing with spiritual irritations. Irritation because the pearl grows of an irritation in the animal. And disturbances. There's protection against disturbances, things you don't need, disappointment, failure, and so on. That's because I who guide you dare to face yourself. This is your higher self here, higher and expanding consciousness, higher awareness. You're the one who's guiding you. You don't need eternal guidance, external guidance. You are well aware of your book of wisdom and knowledge. You know when changes are happening, how to embrace them, when to embrace them, and to see things clearly. Again, we have that balance. It's very much two-sided parallel dimensions here, intertwining, giving you that calm, serene inner peace, balanced, harmonious, stable, relaxed. So you are guided by your inner voice, your own guiding light. You have a certain amount of power that you need to control. Cancerians always need to control their power. There's no good letting it run riot and using it to force something through. There's no need. You can work something through. You can use the process, integration, coming to terms with situations, what's happening. If you use your power too strongly, you will be overpowering things, and you will crack. It will be not beneficial to you to use all the power that you actually could master, that you could manifest. Because Cancerians are very strong. I mean, some people think Cancerians are very vulnerable and they're very easily influenced, and that can happen, but it's usually not for long. And once they find their footing, then they show the power, and sometimes they show too much power. So controlled power, very, very important. Self-control, self-respect, self-belief, awareness. Keep an open mind. There is always another way to solve things. So, well, this is an interesting reading, Cancer. Showing your true power, but controlling it. Make people aware of who you are, and that you could use the power if you wanted to. Not as a threat, just as sometimes you have to show who you are, especially when they think you are vulnerable and can be taken advantage of. Because the Cancerians are seen as motherly figures, male or female. They're seen as nurturing types. People who are very emotional. And some people see that as a fragility. They see that as a way of gaining control over you, Cancer. Of course, that's a big mistake, because they don't know your power, you see. So sometimes you have to subtly remind them that you do have that power, and you're not putting up with any BS. You are not vulnerable. Of course, we are vulnerable at times, through certain situations, but that's then being dealt with. And you are walking to the beat of your own drum. You're a great individual, Cancer. And you have that protection around you. This is the protection from the divine, from the universe. In this case here, it's represented by the pearl. Other times it's represented by the crab shell, of course. Cancer's also connected to the moon. So your intuition guides you very much. Your hunches, your perceptiveness, your insight, your instincts. and you're following your own guiding light. So yeah, this bonus reading, I think it's just supposed to remind you of who you are. You are a strong type. You are, after all, Cancer is a cardinal sign. Cardinal signs are the movers, the shakers, the teachers, and the creatives. There are other signs that are very creative, of course. I mean, cardinal signs, we have other cardinal signs are Aries, Libra, and Capricorn. So that's the 4 cardinal signs. So if you are drawn to any of those, you're drawn to Aries, you're drawn to Libra, you're drawn to Capricorn, that has a good reason, because they are cardinal signs like you are. The movers, the shakers, the inventors, very inventive minds, and leaders. We're very good in leadership positions, teachers, CEOs, bosses. Fair. As long as you're fair, stay true to your Cancerian balance, equilibrium, balanced, harmony, stable, relaxed. That is the ideal Cancer boss. A Cancer boss will always be fair. They don't suffer fools gladly, but they will tell you why they think you're a fool. They will not just say, oh, you're sacked, you're no good for this business, we don't need you anymore. They will give you the reasons, and they might even give you a second chance, if you can convince them of your hidden potential that you haven't shown to the Cancerian so far. So, interesting reading. And yeah, the money situation is getting better, or it is staying at a level. It is certainly not decreasing. There's always an ebb and a flow when it comes to money and Cancerians, I think. Cancerians' main motivation in life is not money. It is self-expression. It's their intuition. And they can be very nurturing. They can be very supportive to people. People look up to them because they're one of the cardinal signs. To some people, Cancer represents safety and security, reliability and integrity. So, well, this has turned out quite a long reading, and hopefully you made it to the end. And if any other signs are cross-watching, would you like a bonus reading? Let me know in the comments, and I'll be very happy to do some other. I do intend to do some other bonus readings in the future, but if someone particularly messages through the comments, then I read all the comments, then I will respond favourably, for sure. Thanks so much for watching, Cancer. It's been a pleasure reading for you, and I will see you in one of the other readings. Until then, take very good care. Bye-bye.